morning, Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
It's 29 minutes after 6 o'clock. It's a lovely Wednesday, and we're continuing our conversations here on Morning Barbados. Now we have the opportunity to tell you about a call to action entrepreneurship challenge. So yes, you should listen up even more closely. Our guests this morning, we have two ladies with us. Marcia Brandon, the Managing Director of the Caribbean Center of Excellence for Sustainable Livelihoods. And we also have Ms. Mary Simmons with us. She's the Executive Director with Global Leadership Coalition. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. Well, let's discuss the Caribbean Center of Excellence for Sustainable Livelihoods, its history and mission and its makeup, Ms. Brandon.
Okay. The COESL for short is an organization that is helping young people and adults to become resilient. And we're extremely passionate about the fact that we want people to build their resilience so that they can weather all storms. And we are seeing it more and more now that people need strong mindsets, and they need strong skills, and skills which are flexible in order for them to be able to go from one thing to the next or do several things in order to build sustainable livelihoods. Our mission is to help people within the region, Barbados and the region. We're based here in Barbados and Latin America, to acquire skills, use whatever resources they have to make sustainable livelihoods for themselves and their families.
Sounds like a complex
It is.
mandate. So you need good partners, right?
Oh yes.
And so Mary
Strong
Simmons, then
partners.
I suppose by
Yeah.
the name of your organization, you all represent the international aspect of leadership training and mobilizing?
Yes, we have a wide number of partners that we are working with the intention of actually bringing skills, transformational leadership skills, with a particular focus on young people, and also to promote entrepreneurship and to encourage young people to be entrepreneurial. These are our leaders of tomorrow, and to hone those skills. Yeah.
Okay. What is your plan to go about achieving all this? Because as I said, it sounds all very complex. So,
Well, this morning while we're here, the particular project we're working on together is the Call to Action Entrepreneurship Challenge. And the core that we utilize to help adults and youth to start to make livelihoods for themselves is entrepreneurship. That's at the core.
Yeah.
And so Mary's organization came up with the idea of a Call to Action Entrepreneurship Challenge for the Caribbean. And she got in touch with me through CPDC, I think it was,
yeah.
and asked us to partner. And so we are now in a project which is going to see us bring in on Thursday, which is tomorrow,
Yes.
over 20 young people from the region who answered the call to action for this entrepreneurship challenge. And so they had to send in very innovative project proposals in the areas of climate change, agriculture, cultural industries, and was there something
Sustainable
else?
energy.
Sustainable energy. And so they're coming from 11 countries. They'll be here one is coming in at 7
This
today.
morning, yeah.
The others are coming in, most of them tomorrow.
What was the overall response like, though, initially to this challenge?
It was excellent. It was extremely good, and we had 3 weeks to play with. We threw it out in 3 weeks, and we got over 70 responses throughout the region, including Haiti, Suriname, Belize. And we had judges who had to choose one or two, depending on what Mary's
criteria.
organization threw out. And they did it extremely well in 3 weeks. It was amazing to see what happened.
What should be the ultimate outcome? What is the ultimate outcome?
In the first phase, we are actually taking them through leadership training, because we feel that unleashing, getting rid of those barriers to taking action is really important, and giving young people the skills to recognize what those barriers are and set them aside, and to practice being leaders. And then they will go through what we call ideation, looking at their innovative proposals and really refining those. This is just the start of a 4-month process. After this 3-day workshop, the best 10 will be selected, and they will move forward into a 4-month internship. And two months of that internship will be spent doing online training, web-based training. And at the end, the best 2 will be selected. And we will then bring them up to the United States to showcase their projects. And we also, the Global Leadership Coalition also has a first virtual youth summit in October, and there they will also showcase their projects.
Excellent.
So it's really geared to promote innovation and the entrepreneurial spirit, to just stay with it and make a difference, have projects that make a difference in their localities.
Marcia, I am not concerned, but I'm just wondering what happens to those other persons who don't make it, you know, all the way. How are they motivated, and what do you do to ensure the spirit of entrepreneurship maintains strong in the Caribbean?
We're working with them through partners in the region, because we have partners in each country who work with the center. Partnership is extremely critical, because we can't do it alone. So every single one of these projects that have come in, we have already said to them, you have not been selected. However, we want to work with you if this is what you desire. Because some of them have entered, and what we've found out is that some of them have actually entered, not even thinking they would win. There was one young man who entered who won, and is not able to come, but he said, I didn't think I could win. So it's also trying out their abilities to come up with innovative things and enter competition, but we are going to be working with them.
You must have a very good eye for the skills, though. I mean, you have a background with the Barbados Youth Business Trust and that kind of thing, so mentoring is easy for you. It's like second nature now. So for those people, maybe people like him, do you have a plan to just follow up and encourage them to, you know, maybe go for it next time? Definitely, yes, we do. We are going to be working with them. And it means that they have to want to do it as well. We can't really force them. So that is why we're saying, if you desire, we are here ready to work with you, and we will follow up. Okay. Will funding be available for these projects that they present eventually, or can those connections be made as well?
Well, part of the objective of having them showcase is to invite people who might be interested in their projects. So we can't guarantee it, but we will expose them, and
You know, Mary Simmons, I also wanted to ask you about the training and mentoring for some of these young people. A lot of them quite often haven't developed that business acumen. Is there a component when they're in your charge that you prepare them for the world, so to speak, because they may have brilliant ideas and somebody comes along and flashes, you know, what seems like a lot of money to them, and before you know it, they've given up their rights.
So absolutely, day one, just the day before, we are actually having a training of trainers for mentors, and then those mentors will follow them for the entire internship, for the 4-month internship. And yes, and inside of the training, the 2 months training, you know, issues relating to what it takes to be an entrepreneur will be covered in the curriculum.
So is this going to be an annual project?
That's our intention. You know, it's a question of scaling up. This is a pilot, and what we want to do is really scale it up. There are lots of young people out there with great ideas, and there's lots of gaps. You know, whether it is business entrepreneurship or social entrepreneurship, there are lots of gaps, and it is creating the space for young people to be able to express themselves and design responses to the gaps that exist. Yeah.
I just need to pose this question to both of you because entrepreneurship seems to be a new buzzword in recent years.
Yeah.
How do we translate it into something real for the rest of the world? How do we ensure that all of these programs and initiatives become something sustainable going forward?
We have to do that with the people. And that's one of the reasons why I am particularly interested in developing our people and their skills so that they can be extremely creative and make things for the world, for themselves and for their countries. And that is why resilience has to be something that we need to focus on people and people development.
All right, in the final seconds, anything else you want us to know about May 1st to May 3rd? Closing comments.
Mary?
May 1st to May 3rd, young people will really have the opportunity to be together from around the Caribbean and see a vision for the Caribbean and how they can contribute to actually taking the Caribbean to the next level.
Excellent. Well said. Thank you very much, ladies. A call to action entrepreneurship challenge. Some people answered the call and didn't even know they would get called or didn't think they'd get called, but good stuff, and we wish you all the best. Keep those innovative ideas coming. And ladies, thank you, Marcia Brandon. Thank you so much, Mary Simmons, for sharing your message with us on Morning Barbados.